Yo, welcome back to another video, guys. So today I wanted to talk about cones and the importance of cones. So I want to start the video off by saying, once again, this is for beginners, so if you're pretty good at the game, it's going to be kind of pointless for you. But anyway, I just want to start off by saying, if you're fighting an opponent, like if you just run at them like this with cones, it's way better than just running like this. You know, well, I just placed a cone, but you're just approaching them like this, you know. So if the most basic thing about piece control is like if you're just running, you know? So that's the first thing. It's like a small tip for beginners is like just running with cones, you know. Because then if your opponent's caught off guard, like let's say you're coming from here and your opponent's just here trying to with a right hand peek, and you've just placed a cone, they're gonna panic and they're just gonna try and run, and you can just box them, so they'll just run into your wall. So that's the first thing. Second thing I wanted to say was when it comes to building, right? So let's say like a complete beginner would do this, right? To go up, right? They would do 90s, or you could just go straight like this, but most average players can already do 90s, right? Problem is, if someone's standing here, you're exposed. See? They just shoot you. So what cones allow you to do, so if you weren't using cones, you could do this, right? Like you could do like this, but that, like, nobody builds like this, like, you know. I mean, your head is blocked from your opponent, but I've never seen anybody kind of building like this, right? So the point that I'm trying to make is, let's take the 90 for example, right? So a way to improve your builds with cones is to do this. See, so you do like this, and then you're protected from above. Once again. See? So you can sort of improve your 90s just by adding cones. So that's another importance of cones. And then if you take this and you take the same thing I was doing here, but you just do it like this. See? So what you're doing is you're taking one tile, or you can take two, it's up to you, but I normally just do one tile. As soon as you get here, you look straight up, you hold edit, reset, jump, select the two tiles, release. I use edit on release. If you weren't using edit on release, you'd have to like confirm the edit, but see, so then you can just triple, same thing. Then you could do up. And I'm just doing this stuff slowly, but like once you start getting the muscle memory, you can go much faster. So yeah, so the reason why this is so important is because without cones, you can't really do this like the same way. The only other way would be to place a ramp, because a wall or high walls, well, I just place a ramp, but that's the only other way. You're kind of protected, but it's still like if someone's straight above you, just spraying down like this, you're not protected. So yeah, see here. Like right now I'm just doing it to like show with single edits, so no floors. And this is kind of bad because in a game, let's say your opponent stood here, if you make a single edit, he'll just place a floor. So you shouldn't really do that, because then what they'll do is they'll do this, make your cone, and then so yeah, so the main thing I'm trying to show here is like cones are so useful with that stuff. Another thing I wanted to show you guys was an exploit with the cone. Alright, so let's say you have an opponent here. Now, say this is your opponent, right? 90% of the time, your opponent, right, he'll do this. He'll place, if you're over there, he'll place a floor, and like he'll start healing up in the box, or a cone, and he'll be like playing like that, right? But just for the purpose of this video, right? Imagine that your opponent, like you just cracked him, right? So he's like one hit. A lot of the times your opponent will prioritize healing over, you know, placing a cone in his own box. So what you can do, if this is your floor, you want to make sure that there's like a gap in it, right? Because if it's like this won't work. See? But if you have a hole, this exploit means I can, by looking down here, exactly down here, I can place a cone in there, even if it's completely sealed. You see, it's completely sealed. But I can still, just by looking down here, I can place a cone in there. Now once again, most people already know this, but if you don't, if you're a beginner, this could be quite useful. You see, you can do it from here. But more importantly, say you're like trying to take this guy's wall. But I messed up. You have to like look underneath the box. So what I like to do in game, I like to, wait, hold on, repair it. What I like to do in game is go for one pickaxe, cone, that sort of stuff. That's another thing you can do with the cones. Okay guys, so for the last thing I wanted to show you, it's basically, it's not really anything impressive, but a lot of new players don't understand this. So this is, I've been showing you, up till now I've been showing you like mechanics and pushing people, but let's say you're playing defensive, right? And now you're the one that's in the box. So your opponent's pushing you, you're holding the wall. You should, well, you can place a ramp, but what a lot of people prefer is just place a cone, because then you have like 360 movements. See, if you're like this, you're probably going to go like this way, or you're going to go from this way, or above, or from here, so you kind of limit yourself, you know. So if you do this, you have way more space. But what I'm trying to show you is, like, even if he takes your wall, let's say he takes the wall and makes this edit, you can still kind of hide behind the cone and, you know, go for peek shots. So that's why the cone is so important, because you can still use it in so many ways. Let's say if he runs in, you can edit like this and still get out and stuff. So anyway guys, I hope this helped you and you know, maybe you guys didn't know this. Like I said, this is for beginners, so don't be toxic in the comments saying this is like everybody knows this and stuff, because I know most people already know this stuff, but if you're a beginner, this video probably helped you. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to support it, drop a like, and yeah, see you in the next one.